When you think of the king of the savannah, one animal comes to mind, the lion. They're bigger, stronger, and basically rule over every other predator out there. A single male can top 500 pounds, his roar is a declaration of power, and his pride dominates the landscape. They are, for all intents and purposes, the undisputed royalty of the wild. But what if I told you that a much smaller, leaner hunter has developed a secret weapon? A weapon so effective it allows them not only to survive but to challenge the kings themselves. In the high-stakes world of the African plains, where a run-in with a lion is often a death sentence for a wild dog, they don't play by the lion's rules. They've written their own, and it's a masterpiece of strategy, intelligence, and a type of courage that looks nothing like brute force. To really appreciate the wild dog's genius, you have to understand the sheer power they're up against. Lions are apex predators for a reason. They're built for ambush, using explosive, short-range attacks to overwhelm their prey. Their strength is legendary, letting them take down massive animals that other predators wouldn't even dream of challenging. They operate in complex social groups called prides, but their strategy is really all about power and intimidation. And when it comes to competitors, lions are ruthless. They don't just kill other predators to steal a meal. They actively eliminate them to remove any challenge to their reign. For a wild dog, weighing a mere 50 pounds, coming face-to-face with a lion seems like a death sentence. A 2023 study documented a pride of lions killing 6 wild dogs in just 15 minutes, a brutal reminder of this power gap. So, how can they possibly contend with this? Is the battle doomed from the start, or do they actually have a fighting chance? The wild dog's secret weapon isn't a physical trait you can see. It's not their claws or their teeth, but something far more advanced, their pack. The pack is everything. It's their fortress, their hunting party, and their collective brain. First, there's their unbreakable unity. Wild dog packs can range from just a few members to over 20 and are led by an alpha pair. But unlike wolf packs with their rigid power struggles, the entire wild dog pack pitches in to raise the pups. Older members feed and guard the young, and they even share food with sick or injured packmates. This incredible social bond means every single dog is invested in the group's survival. They live and die as one, and this unity is their first and most vital defense in a world of giants. Second, they are masters of communication. Wild dogs have one of the most complex vocal repertoires of any canid. They use high-pitched, bird-like chirps and twitters to coordinate, which is why they're sometimes called painted wolves. When a dog gets separated, it lets out a hoot call that can travel for kilometers, a sonic lifeline to find its family. They even vote on when to start a hunt by sneezing. This constant stream of information lets them move like a single organism, a coordinated force that can react to a threat or an opportunity in an instant. And third, they practice a kind of strategic warfare that relies on intelligence and memory. Wild dogs actively steer clear of areas with lots of lions. They learn and remember where they've had dangerous run-ins and will avoid those zones. This isn't cowardice, it's a brilliant, energy-saving strategy. They're constantly scouting, reading the landscape for signs of their rivals, and making calculated moves to put the pack's safety above all else. They're playing a giant game of chess on the savannah, and their goal isn't to take the king, but to outmaneuver him at every turn. The wild dog's physical traits are also perfectly suited to their unique strategy. If a lion is a heavyweight brawler, a wild dog is a marathon runner. They're built for endurance, with long legs, lean bodies, and incredible stamina that lets them keep up speeds of nearly 40 miles per hour for several miles. A lion is counting on a short, explosive chase, but a wild dog can simply outrun and outlast both its prey and its enemies. This endurance is the secret to their legendary hunting success. Wild lions, for all their power, only succeed in about 20 to 30% of their hunts, Wild dogs are successful up to 80% of the time. They don't need to be stronger than their prey. They just need to have more gas in the tank. They work in relentless, coordinated relays, chasing an animal until it literally collapses from exhaustion. Even their bite is a specialized tool. It might not be as powerful as a lion's, but their sharp teeth are designed to tear and eat with incredible speed. This allows them to devour a kill in minutes, often before professional food thieves like lions or hyenas can show up to steal their hard-earned meal. Everything about them, from their fused toe pads for better traction to their efficient bite, is adapted for a life of speed, stamina, and strategy. So what happens when avoidance fails, and the dogs are forced into a showdown? This is where their secret weapon faces the ultimate test. The pack's first, and almost universal, response is to run. Preserving the pack is the #1 rule, and a head-on fight with a lion is a battle they can't win. But if a pack member is cornered or the pups are threatened, they will stand their ground in an incredible display of collective bravery. The pack unites, swarming and harassing the lion. They become a dizzying, chattering whirlwind of movement, nipping and feinting to distract and confuse the bigger predator. Their goal isn't to win the fight, but to create enough chaos to open up an escape route. They will work together to defend an injured member, showing a loyalty that's woven into the very fabric of their society. In the most desperate situations, a wild dog might try the ultimate bluff, playing dead. It's a rare and extremely risky move, but it taps into lion psychology. Lions often kill wild dogs to get rid of the competition, not for food. By playing dead, a dog might make the lion lose interest, especially if the rest of the pack is creating a diversion. It's a stunning example of how these animals use their wits and nerve to survive what should be a fatal encounter. The intricate dance between predator and competitor is one of the most compelling stories in nature. It shows us that there's more than one way to be strong, and many different paths to survival. If you find this battle of wits and wills as fascinating as we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the secret lives of the world's most incredible animals. The wild dog's secret weapon isn't just one thing. It's a powerful combination of unbreakable teamwork, complex communication, sharp intelligence, and relentless endurance. They've proven that in the brutal arena of the savannah, you don't have to be the biggest or the strongest to come out on top. Lions may wear the crown, and their power is undeniable, but the wild dogs are the master strategists, the survivors, who have turned their so-called disadvantages into their greatest strength. They challenge our very definition of power, proving that unity and intelligence are their own forms of dominance. They are a living testament to the idea that it's not always the strongest who survive, but those who are most adaptable. And in the vast, unforgiving plains of Africa, the painted dogs have adapted into a true force of nature, forever challenging the reign of the king.